Hey guys, welcome to the Ascent 12-minute gameplay with developer commentary. Let's see what's up. I don't know what this game's all about, so... Oh. Top-down view? Yo, it looks good though. Hmm. Wow, this looks
That's
good.
Boone, and he's your boss. You are watching The Ascent, and my name is Arcade, and I'm one of the co-founders and creative directors of
Is that your real
Neon
name,
Giant.
Arcade?
Neon Giant is a new small studio with 12 people, based on a bunch of senior developers that made game for a long time, but not together as such.
Such as?
And I'm here to basically blast you through the first 1.5, 2 hours of the game, but try and do it in 10 minutes with the magic of video editing.
The graphics look amazing.
So The Ascent is an action shooter RPG. You can
Okay.
play single player or 2, 3, or 4 player
Oh.
co-op, online or offline.
Cool, cool, cool.
This is the very first part of the game. You're down in the maintenance shaft to fix some kind of machinery that seems to be broken. Usually people don't move around much here. It can be quite dangerous and, well, not a lot of fun stuff to do. But your particular
looks amazing.
skills with guns and cyberdecks make you a very capable indent to send down. And there's no denying that you're pretty far down on the food chain. This is not a hero story.
I love
about
the
you
environment.
being the chosen one, or you're setting out to save the world. This is you trying to get by either alone or with your friends in co-op.
A lot of enemies. Gunplay looks nice. Fast reloads. Do you get a skill point system?
Overall, we're really trying to set a scale and sense of verticality and a world being much bigger than the immediate area that
That's
you
good.
move in.
I want some skill points. I want some equipment.
Since this is so early in the game, all you really have so far is a pistol.
Okay.
And then as game progresses, not surprisingly, you get way more weapons, armor, augmentation abilities, and tactical stuff. And we'll see some of that moving through this.
Cool, cool. Reminds me of like those old school Flash games or something. With like amazing graphics, you know?
And if we skip ahead a bit,
Oh, you got like an armor.
you've just left
helmet.
the maintenance shaft, and something has seemingly gone awry. People are very stressed, and this is a good place to see that the world
looks really
offers
good.
more than just enemies and shooty. People are very much confused. You are now you're now on your way to Cluster 13 to find the news, basically, to see what's happened.
Once again, the world looks amazing.
Is the ginormous shaft, because everything in this giant arcology is built upon tier and tier and tier and tier. The higher up you get, the basically the
Cleaner it gets?
further you move up in status, in people's
yeah,
richness, in
yeah.
environments, and you get to see a lot of this playing through the game. But right now we're in a tier called the Warrens, which is one of the
those
more
aliens?
struggling areas, and definitely a harder working one.
Yeah.
But it's not all poverty and sadness. There are hustlers. There's still fun to be had.
The world? Amazing. Like, it looks really good. I want to play this.
And to not give away too much of the story, we're actually gonna skip a big chunk of the game here, which is you reaching this Cluster 13, talking to a lot of characters, getting side missions, and exploring dialogues. And we want you to experience that firsthand playing.
Hopefully it's fun and not like
So
too
we'll move ahead
repetitive.
a bit to us setting out to try and secure an area for a secret meeting to happen.
Okay, different
So
gun.
this is us basically on the other side of said city of Cluster 13, and we can look at the map to see where we're going. We now have one special ability, an automated weapon, and you'll see some more
Level 2 at the bottom right, so you
humanoid
do get
enemies
level
instead
ups.
of only the ferals that you can see down in the sewers.
Pointing a gun at the cops, they just leave. Okay, sure.
And something to notice as well is that even though there are a lot of enemies around, not all of them will attack on sight, because that's not the kind of world this is. They'll threaten you, they'll tell you
Okay.
to go away, and if you do, everything is fine. But we know we're gonna attack, but instead of just running in, we're gonna try and find a safe place and engage from over there.
Okay. Cover system. Horrible aim, but it's okay. Well, maybe trying to aim for that
Reading the
barrel.
environment and using covers and things like that is a very big part of playing this game
Achievement
in an
unlocked.
efficient manner.
Ah man, it looks really good though. I really want to play this though. I love these types of games.
You can also see a lot of destruction that's
Wow.
all around in the world, and ships flying, drones being around, and just things to make the world come
Feel alive.
And loot can both be found in the world or by defeating enemies or trading, and there are a myriad of ways to acquire new gear.
Yeah, the world looks really alive, I gotta admit.
And also the civilians in the world, they inhabit the same places as the enemies, so when
Shoot 'em.
combat does ensue, they get scared and run off. Again, everything to make this world come alive. And down here we can see some couches as well that again just gives you a really good cover if you want to engage in combat.
Couches.
Not everything is super obvious as a cover, so it's really
Okay,
up
okay.
to you to read the environment and you yourself decide what to hide behind.
Oh, is that a special power? Like some sort of force push?
And enemies
Nice
can
beat.
appear from many different places, so you never know when you're quite safe. And something I think is fun in this combat is that you can actually see the guy there to the left. We took cover, but we didn't engage him immediately because we only needed cover
Level
to
up.
basically be safe from
Yeah,
that end.
yeah. So you're
it's
shooting the
not
other way,
always
yeah.
shooting over cover, it can also just be protecting your back.
Right. Also cool how the wall fell down and
But now
everything.
that we leveled up from this fight, we're just gonna find a good place to try and allocate some skill points as well.
Okay, so you do have skill points. That's perfect. That's sweet.
Every time you level up, you get a set of skill points that you can put into the kind of build of a character you want.
Okay, they're mostly
And the
passive.
skill
Okay.
points not only affect the skill itself immediately, but it also increases your attributes.
Oh, that's also got like
and attributes
abilities.
themselves, is actually what scales your abilities.
Okay.
So depending on how you allocate your points, maybe you fire 3 spray missiles, or maybe you fire 18.
Okay, that's
That all
perfect.
comes into
That's
your
cool.
build.
Yeah. That's great.
This is a bit later, same mission, but again we can really see how we're using the environment as cover, but from several different angles.
The power again.
And the fact that just because you get into cover doesn't mean you're safe forever. You often have to continuously read the environment. You often have to move and change cover to see what's the best place for me to be in right now, depending on how the enemies try to flank you, but also just where they come from, and also of course what type of enemy it is that you're fighting. And we got some weapon drops there as well, but for weapons we already had, so no point in swapping.
Man, again, like looks like a lot of fun.
And if we just bring up our cyber deck, we can also make sure to highlight all enemies in the area, so it makes it easier to read the
Cyber deck? What is it? Cyberpunk 2077? They're not too spongy, the enemies. Feels like they're just right, Like you're not shooting them for like 3 hours. You're like just enough.
And here we find a pair of
Pants?
cool party pants. So we're just going to go into the journal and swap out our armor. All armor has a different set of stats with different damage types and how well they react to that. So you might
Those are
have
some
an armor
very
that's
fat
really
pants.
good against physical damage, for example, but really weak against energy, like laser weapons and stuff. And that's all up to you as well to figure out how you want to build your character. And all the armor, all the weapons, everything in the game is handcrafted with custom art and names and
Nice.
descriptions, and everything is there to build on the lore of the world.
Cool, cool, cool.
So everything has a place.
Kind of like a Diablo,
And
basically. I
here we get
mean,
really lucky because that jogger actually dropped both a grenade and a shotgun, two things we didn't have as well, and that's just pure luck. So I'm glad we got that on video.
okay. That's good.
So let's grab the shotgun
Let's see what's up.
and change the grenade. The tactical equipment like grenades are filled up by causing damage and injuring enemies. And here we can see clearly that shotgun isn't really very good at a distance, but super efficient when it comes up.
Like you have to
So
get
then it
really
comes
close.
down to managing your two equipped weapons back and forth, and there's even a skill that's about weapon swapping.
Oh, okay. Faster weapon swapping.
And we'll wrap up this with one of the
Bosses?
late mission fights, and we just really hope
Clapping
that you
your hands.
enjoy what you see, that you are excited for the game, and
Yeah.
that you'll play it when it's out this year.
I
Thank you
most
so
likely
much.
will. I most likely will. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Jeez. Here we go. Shotgun, yeah. The special power force push. Getting tagged. Yeah, this looks great. I love it. The gameplay looks fucking awesome. The world looks really good. Grenades dodging. Boss? Dragging a hammer, of course. Two of them. Oh, they're massive. You gotta like run away from them and shit, I'm guessing. Yeah, shockwaves. July 29th, that's pretty soon. God damn. Yo, listen, it looks really good. It looks really good. I want to play this. I definitely want to play this. There's only a couple of things that could actually kill the game. Number one, if it's really repetitive, if it's just the same thing over and over again and it's not as fun as it looks, then it could get like really boring real fast. Number two, the game is really short. Like the game is like 15 hours long or 20 hours long or something. This game needs to be like around 30 to 40 hours long if you want to like complete like everything, you know what I'm saying? If you just like skip through it, you just do the main missions, maybe like, 10, 15 hours. But if you want to do like everything, I'll put like 30 hours. I think it will be like just about right. But hopefully none of those happen. Hopefully the game is not repetitive. The gameplay is not repetitive. There's a lot of stuff to find, a lot of stuff to pick up. The world is varied. They did say they have like different environments, and I hope like the higher you get, the cleaner it gets, and like the higher you get, like the more futuristic it gets. Lights in the floor, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, yeah, it looks cool. I loved it. I loved it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.